So today we are sprouting beans and legumes. This is such a great way to get plant protein into your diet. Now overnight, last night, right before I went to bed, I took red lentils or pink lentils. They're certainly more orangey pink now, and I just covered them with water. Well, first I cleaned them the same way I would clean any bean. And then I just put them in this plastic container, filled it up with a little bit of water to start with, and look how they swell. They swell. I also did the same thing with just regular green lentils. You can definitely see how the green lentil is much bigger than it would be when it was dry. Anyway, now I need to discard this water and clean the lentils. So over at my sink with my fine mesh strainer and with cool running water, I'm going to clean these lentils. This was about 1 cup of dry lentils. You saw how foamy it gets. You know that from cooking beans, that there always tends to be a foam on the top, which you can just skim off and discard. And the same thing here. Most of that foam ran out once the water hit it, especially on such a fine, delicate legume like a lentil. Okay, it's that simple. That's why, again, I love the fine mesh strainer, especially one with a handle, or if I just have the 2 sides. You want to try to get all that excess liquid out as best you can. I do prefer glass for all the obvious reasons over something that's made with plastic. So very carefully, I'm going to put my lentils back into this clean glass jar. Now, cheesecloth. It's always great to have cheesecloth in your kitchen. You'll find many uses for it. I just cut off a piece of cheesecloth off the roll. If I didn't have cheesecloth, I might take a couple of paper towels and fold them together. You put it right on the top. I don't necessarily have, I can put the lid here, but really it's better to keep it open so that it's airy. Now the big key is not in direct sunlight. I've got to find a nice kind of cool, dimly lit area. So for me, that's really just in a little corner of my kitchen on a counter, away from the heat. I'm close to the stove, but I'm not going to be doing any cooking. And that's what I'm going to do for the next 3 days. But during the 3 days, about every 8 to 10, 12 hours, I'm going to take the lentils and I'm going to go back to the sink and I'm going to rinse them in my fine mesh strainer, do the same procedure I just showed you, then put them back in the jar, put the cheesecloth back on top, and go put them in my cool, dimly lit corner. So do that for a period of about 3.5 days, every 8 to 10, 12 hours. And then at the end, you have a really nice, crunchy legume left. Now, it's fun because some of the legumes or beans will sprout a little tail. Here, I've been sprouting mung beans. Love those. And look, now this does a really nice, big, long tail. These are aduki beans, little red bean. This is a great nutritious bean, very prevalent in the macrobiotic Japanese cuisine, and really great to sprout. Look at these beautiful colors. So there you have it. It is that simple.